And this matchup, what a game. Offense with offense with offense. The Seahawks lose to the Lions with the Lions covering the number, 4 points, I believe it was, and the total going way over. It was a fun and wild game. Great to watch on a Monday night. Great for fantasy owners. I mean, man, if you had Geno Smith, he went off like game busters. Same with Jared Goff. He didn't throw an incompletion. Goff was perfect. 18 for 18, 292 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's damn good. And a receiving touchdown. So if you have Jared Goff in fantasy, you probably won your fantasy this week. The running game was also pretty decent. A total of 28 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Gibbs gained 14 for 78 and 2 touchdowns. And Montgomery gained 12 carries for 40 and 1 touchdown. Good. I said before that they need to have a good rushing attack for Goff to be, to Goff really show off his skills, and using St. Brown and Williams over the top, because they have to now watch for the running backs. So good decision. Goff made great plays all over field. But also the defense of the Seattle. There were so many wide open wide receivers. What are you guys doing? I know the Seattle, bad time to meet the Detroit when your whole defensive line is hurt. I think the whole line's hurt. But your secondary that people were talking about, what happened there? That is not the secondary that everybody was bragging about. They got lit up. And even he was pressured still. Goff had 3 sacks on him 3 sacks. Seattle sacked him. So the secondary was not a good showing. But, let's get to the Seattle's numbers. Great numbers. Geno, 38 for 56 for 395 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Geno's having one hell of a year. Kenneth Walker, really good. He's back. 12 carries, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. Geno also ran for 38 yards, so a guy had over 400 yards total. And Zach Charbonnet didn't have so much in the rushing game, but he did have 5 receptions for 39 yards. The guy's a good receiving back. Geno spread the ball around. He threw to 10 different receivers, so that's really great. Metcalf had another great back-to-back 100 yards receiving. He had 7 receptions for 104 yards. Lockett, 5 receptions for 60 yards, and Jackson Smith, 8 receptions for 51 yards. So the ball was spread around a lot. It was great play by Geno. Like I said, Geno only threw 1 pick, but the Seattle's defense didn't show up to play. It was bad. Like I said, it was bad for their defense, their defensive lineman being hurt. Maybe they would have caused more pressure against the Detroit, but Detroit has a great offensive line, great running backs, and they have great wide receivers. Jason Williams killed them for that 70-yard pass, just burned them. So, I think it's a great win by Detroit Lions. They're only 1 game now behind the Minnesota Vikings, so they're keeping up. They get a game on the Packers and the Bears. And for the Seattle Seahawks, defense didn't look too great, but I think you guys will be okay. You guys, Geno is looking like really good. You guys have all the weapons. So you need to shore up that defense a little bit, and I think you guys will be there in the end. But good statement win by the Detroit Lions. You beat a good team, and you're right in the thick of it to stay and possibly win the NFC North.